श्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं, भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः, यः शिवः स गुरुस्मृतः। विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं, नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः, अभाललोचनशम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राह ग्रासैककर्मणे ग्राह ग्रासैककर्मणे। पेज 193 वर्स 178। प्लीज रिपीट। ईदृग्बोधेनेश्वरस्य प्रवृत्तिर्मैव वार्यताम्। तथापीशस्य बोधेन स्वात्मा संगत्वधीजनिः तावत् मुक्तिरित्याहुः तावता मुक्तिरित्याहुः श्रुतयः स्मृतयस्तथा श्रुति स्मृतिममैवाज्ञे इत्यपीश्वरभाषितम्. So we had seen in our last classes that the topic of Ishwar is under discussion. So in this topic of Ishwar, which is started from 104, this topic of Ishwar, we had seen that Ishwar is not only Brahman, it has its essential nature, it has influential nature, and it has empirical nature. So essential nature of Ishwar, of course, it is the original consciousness, which is the Chetan. Influential nature of Ishwar is through which he makes the world. And empirical nature is who is interactive Ishwar, called Sagun Sakar Ishwar. So we are now thinking of the influential Ishwar. We are thinking of the Ishwar which is with Maya. Remember, one Ishwar word can be used also for Brahman. And at that time, it will understand it is without Maya. So you have to see which is the context. Like Bhagavan uses the I word in Gita. So somewhere I word is used to indicate Brahman. Like Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina. नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापं न चैव सुकृतं विभु अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः. So he is using the Ishwar word to show Maya. Somewhere he uses the Ishwar word to show his influence. He will say, Kalosmi loka kshayakrit pravritta. I am the Kal which is the cause of the creation and destruction of the world. He will say in 11th chapter, Maya hatastam jahima vyatishta. I have already killed the Kauravas. Drodam cha bhishmam cha jayadratam cha karanan tatha nyan apiyoda viran Maya hatastam. I have already killed them. At one place he will say, Parayana para prakriti, he will say. So bhumirap wo vayu kham mano buddhirev cha ahankaritiyam me binna prakriti rashtadha apareya mitastanyam prakritim bindimam mutmebram jeev bhutam mahabaho yedam dharyate jagat. Then he said, etad yonini bhutani sarvani tyupadara Dharya aham krishnasya jagata prabhava pralayastata. I am the cause of the whole world. And into me the whole world goes back. So he is talking of influential Ishwar or Nirgun Sagun Nirakar Ishwar. Ishwar along with Maya. And one place he says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktiyo pratam. Anybody who offers flower, fruit, I eat it. He is not talking about the Nirgun Nirakar Ishwar, or he is not talking about the Ishwar with the Creator. He is talking the Vyavharik Ishwar, who comes as avatar. परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थार पदार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. This is the empirical or Sagun Sakar Ishwar. You have to have very crystal clear clarity on all these topics, so you will never get confused. Otherwise, they will say, in Bhagavad Gita, a lot of contradictions are there. At one place, Bhagavan says, if you offer something, I eat. In 5th chapter, Bhagavan says, I don't take anything. You see what reference is being talked of. What is the reference he is talking of? So there is no, all it is in your mind, which is not working. So, you have heard about the Ishwar like that. Such a beautiful description you will not get anywhere so easily. About the Ishwar, about Vidyananda Swami's propounding, you will not get such elaborate and collected topics. Topic has been collected here. It is all scattered here and there. So, he said Ishwar is Sarveshwar, Sarvagya, Antaryami, and Jagat Yoni. This is from Mandukya Karika, 6th mantra. And he was seeing now the Antaryami Ishwar. There were 4 points in Antaryami. He is internal to all. He is the essence of all. Then whole world or buddhi is the dress or the vesham of all. And he is the inner controller. You have heard this. And in that topic of Antaryami, the Bhagavad Gita 61st verse was taken of 18th chapter. When the 61st verse was taken, that Ishvara Sarvbhutanam Hriddeshe Arjun Tishtati. Ishwar is seated in all hearts, and Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantra Rurhani Maya. He is governing everybody. He is making everybody do the work. So we had seen this topic, that what is the meaning of Hridayam, what is the meaning of Sarvbhutani, what is the meaning of Brahmayan. So we saw that Brahmayan does not mean that everything is done by Ishwar. Many times this common question is also put. When everything is done by Ishwar, why should Jeev be punished for the bad fruit? And this topic we had seen last class. You should have a clarity. बोले भगवान ही सब करते हैं, तो why should you are punishing somebody because Bhagwan must have made him do the wrong? So I had given lot of points on this, that Ishwar is, when you are calling Antaryami, he is the activator. Abdul does what is activator. Second thing, he is a doer. Third thing, he is an advisor. And fourth thing, he is an enjoyer or sufferer. So there are 4 aspects of Antaryami which we had seen in quite a detail. But I am trying to bring it in the surface of your mind. This is the benefit of doing Parayan, etc. When you repeat the text, so the thoughts which have gone into deep subconscious mind, they are brought up so that it is available for use. If some thought has been forgotten or it has gone in the subconscious mind and it is not coming out, so you will never refer it. We need references in life. When you are living in life, you need a lot of references what you have heard. It should be solution giving for our situations. So then, Purupaksh thought that everything, then Purusharth word has been used, that where there is something called free will. Then I told there are 6 areas where free will is here. One was Shraddha, faith was there, then intention was there, then Sankalp was there, then thought, conviction was there, emotion was there, speech was there. There are 6 areas of free will where you can develop that. So Ishwar is not the independent If you are doing something, don't think Ishwar is doing, because if you are doing right, Ishwar definitely must have inspired you. As I said, he is advisor and you followed the advice. And if you have done something wrong, so definitely he would have stopped you. You don't listen because you have desensitized your personality. All education system is sensitizing in some area. Supposing anybody is a medical doctor. So by medical studies, he sensitizes about all the diseases of that body or a particular part of the body. Now you only will say it's a bone or it's a muscle. But orthopedic will not say it's a bone only. Orthopedic is very he is sensitized on that area. He knows how the bone stretches, how the fracture can come, how long will it take to heal, how many bones are in the body, which kinds of bone are more prone to breaking, what is the difference between the young and the old. 100 things he have learned, and he has sensitized his mind on that particular area. So if you have not sensitized yourself to the advisor Ishwar or to the enjoyer Ishwar, your sadhana will never be very good. So you have almost desensitized. As if somebody doesn't obey you 10 times, so you become quiet. So the person has desensitized you. If somebody, supposing, obeys you, so one who obeys you, that person has sensitized you for himself. But by not obeying, he has desensitized you. He will say, I want to give the advice. He will never listen to me. Why to talk on this topic when my words have no value? What to talk on? Similarly, Ishwar is also desensitized. So Ishwar is not completely free to do something, and Jeev is also not completely free. Both have their limitation. So nartha purushakarena iti evam ashankatam yataha. Hope this is clear. So, because Ishwar is in the form of Purusharth only, he has given you certain things and you have to use it. Ishwar will only, but why doesn't Ishwar stop? Ishwar must have stopped inside. Ishwar is activator also, you heard that. So if somebody has a calm samskar, Ishwar will activate calm samskar. If somebody has a Brahma sanskar, Ishwar will activate. He is activator. Worker only when you pray, doer when you pray. See, the gravitational force is there. So from gravitational force is a law of the God. But if the bus falls in the valley, that is also because of gravity. You can't blame gravity. You applied the law properly. And therefore the bus had fallen in the valley. But from the same gravitational force, supposing water is falling and we make electricity out of it, and we create a dam. So you are using that Ishwar's law. So don't say that Ishwar did everything. No. Now, so I hope this point is clear. How much is Ishwar and how much is not your Ishwar. Somebody said, Achha, let's say Ishwar does nothing. No. You also don't say like that. Idrik bodhin Ishwarasya pravrittir ma evam bharyatam. Don't negate the role of Ishwar. Why? Because Ishwar alone would have put this point in your mind. Number one, Ishwar has put this point in your mind, and supposing you had prayed, then Ishwar's role is very dominant in your life. Even if you don't pray, Ishwar would have put this thought in your mind. And secondly, Ishwar has delivered a kind of situation because fruit of action has come from Ishwar. And because Ishwar is omniscient and omnipotent, he alone has known the variety of action you have done and what kind of fruit you deserve. But Ishwar cannot give any fruit because your actions are not, otherwise he will have an Agranya dosh. And Ishwar cannot favor anybody, he will have a Pakshpat dosh. So internal world, Ishwar has inspired you, as I told you, if you have come here, there must be a thought of the Ishwar. Or Ishwar has made you come in contact with somebody who made you come here. And Ishwar has another work, what Ishwar does is holds the faith. If your faith is on mantra, or if your faith is on something, so Ishwar sees that your faith doesn't end if it is right. Dhyan dena. Ishwar does not want that your faith should be broken. So he will not, unless you have done some mistake and pap, then he will see that your faith on Guru and God is shaken up. Fruit of sin is that Ishwar will shake your faith. And he will be leaving you in the lurch. That is a sin. If somebody, does something that he leaves his sadhana, or he leaves his mantra, or he leaves his guru, or he leaves his God, Ishta Devata, then saints say that some pap has come, he had committed some pap of the past through which his Shraddha has been shaken up. And therefore he left his sadhana or Ishta Devata or Guru or Shastra or Satsang. It's not a good sign. It's a sign of a sin. Because Ishwar is the one who holds the faith also. Bhagavan holds the faith, this he so says in 7th chapter of Gita. So this we had seen. So see the Ishwar's role. But I don't follow him what he said, that is my problem. So Ishwar's inner callings and my following, both will create a good action. Again I will say, Ishwar's inner promptings, Ishwar's inspirational promptings, and my obediency of that prompting. Ab obediency may require a lot of guts. Obediency requires renunciation. Obediency requires sacrifice. And therefore maximum people can't follow what his Ishwar is saying. Or obediency requires some kind of leaving of comfort, leaving of calm, leaving of krodh, leaving of jealousies. Because Ishwar's standards are very high and ours are very low. And therefore, I am not ready to go through that fire walk which Ishwar is wanting. And therefore, Ishwar is not happy in the mind. Anyway, all these things I had explained. So both have to be there. Ishwar, you don't do anything, Ishwar will do something, everything for you. That will not happen. That will not. That will create a Pakshpat dosh in the Ishwar. Then everybody will be liberated. So idrik bodhina Ishwaras. Bole, don't think Ishwar. And second thing, outside Ishwar will create a prarabdha. And if you have done prarthana, he can negate a prarabdha also. And he can give a new prarabdha also. He also has a power to dilute your prarabdha, mitahi kathin kuank bhal ke. Or he can give you something which was not in your fate. Like Draupadi's saris was there. So that was not in the fate of Draupadi. But her prayers were so intense that Draupadi's sari increased. Many things Ishwar can give. Like Arjun did tapasya for Pashupatastra from Shiva Bhagavan. Now this karma of prayer he did and therefore he got that astra. Are you understanding? So outer and inner world both have a mixed kind of thing. So Jeev and both are the empirical eye of Ishwar and empirical eye of Jeev, both are not totally independent and not totally dependent. They are little dependent. Which fruit Ishwar will give, that is not in his hand, because it depends on the karma. And what situation I will have, that also is not in my hand. Not what I have to get is not in my hand, that also Ishwar will do and give as per my karma. So this was said. I hope this point is very, very clear. Now, just a side note, Vedanta Swami says, Tathapi Ishasya Bodhena. Very beautiful point he has brought out all of a sudden. He says, Jeev has Karta, and Ishwar also has Karta. But even after the Karta, Jeev is Drishta of all Karta. And all Karta are reflected Drishta. Dhyan dena please. Reflected Drishta in the thought of doing is Karta. And reflected cosmic Karta in the Maya is called Ishwar. And therefore, if Drishta, all Karta are Pratibimba Chaitanya. They are reflected consciousness because they are reflected in the thought of doing. If Pratibimb is there, there should be original object. Bimb also is required. And therefore the Bimb which is there should be a consciousness which should be unchanging because I am aware of all Kartas at some time. That I did this. That means there was somebody who was at that time also, this time also, and therefore there should be light, one common light on all Kartas, which is called Drishta. So there is if you become aware of this Ishwar's nature, Ishwar's essential nature, please note, from influential he has jumped to essential. And Jeev's is influential to Jeev's essential nature. If you go to essential nature, you will find that essential nature is totally detached because it is of the nature of light. Light cannot be attached to the lit. This light cannot be attached to the book. Because if I close the book, light will be closed. If you close the book, light will close. If it is open, light will be open. So, you are understanding, no? Drishta is not, here I is tired slightly. Drishta is not one who is acting. Drishta is just seeing. If you are clear, the next point is that Drishta is asang or detached. Drishta is one. Drishta is Satya. And my Drishta and Ishwar Drishta are same. Now this knowledge is just an incidental point. Tatha api ishasya bodhena swatma asangatva dhijani. Second line of 178 verse. You see each word you have to go and each line you have to check. Don't jump here and there. My style of understanding and teaching is like that only. Therefore I say if you don't know Sanskrit very well, you will struggle. Where is the tatha api plus ishasya bodhena. I just see translation. And you see translation, you get more confused. Problem is, you will sometimes see, while I am talking, some people just go to translation also. And neither they can listen to me at that time, neither translation is more confusing. This theory does not contradict the idea of Lord prompting everything. For one who has known Ishwar to be the controller of things, known is self. I don't know what he's saying. This translation is like that it confuses you. It's not the fault of translator. Because the subject is like that, it is ticklish slightly. So when subject is ticklish, translation, you will understand after understanding yourself. After you've understood, then you read, then it will be. But before understanding, so One boy was there when he's studying. So I said, you have any confusion? He said, no. He said, more study, more confusion. Less study, less confusion. No study, no confusion. I have not studied at all this subject, therefore I'm totally clear about it. So I have no confusion about any topic regarding this. So no study, no confusion. So you are more study, more confusion is there. Therefore I always say, nobody will follow what I am saying, but maybe out of so many people may be listening, maybe 1 in 100, 200 may follow. And for that one I am talking. That try to study some Sanskrit 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day. Understood? Otherwise, it's a tool. Tool is to open something. So if you don't have a proper tool, you will be stuck up. If you are driving the car and you don't know how to open the bonnet of the car or the boot of the car. So anytime car is stuck, you will be also stuck there. And you don't know how to change the tire. This is a big problem. They drive the car, they don't know how to change the tire. And car is stuck up somewhere in Higginson's highway or N2. N2, no? Or N2F? N2? Acha. They say N2 runs through whole country. North and south. So, if you don't know how to change the tire, up now you are calling somebody. That person will he don't respond, not respond. You don't know. You know how to change the tire. He knows. But I don't think so. You must be knowing. You know? No, I don't. You? You can change. You? Kashki? Sure. Good, you should know it. Anyway, that's your problem. So if you are incidentally seeing, dhyan dena, empirical eye is not free, but absolute eye is free. Important point. Empirical eye means that doer jeev is not free. Reflected eye. Because it can do only certain thing. It has a certain situation. I cannot do anything what I want. I cannot go anywhere what I want. And I don't know also what should I want. That also I don't know sometimes. How to control mind? Very difficult. So empirical eye is free. Independent and bound slightly. But through the empirical eye, if you become a seeker and you discover the absolute I, which is the non-changing self, which is non-changing, non-dying, I am non-dying, non-changing, immaculate or unbreakable self. If you realize this point, then you are independent. Then that I is not conditioned by anything. Independent doesn't mean you can do anything. Independent means that you are not feeling limited by anything. Independence is the feeling of absence of limitation. By work, by time, by space, by person, by enjoyment, by ignorance. And therefore he says, Tavata mukti rityaho. Tavata mukti means knowledge of my asangatvam is called liberation. Who said this? Shrutayaha smritayaha tatha. Shrutis and smritis have told this. I hope this point is clear. And at the essential level, the eye of Jeev and eye of Ishwar will be one. That is called Tattvamasi Mahavak. Then that is free. So empirical eye of Jeev is not free. It is not free. It will always have limitations. Now tell me, if the person has known his absolute I, will he have empirical I? Huh? No. Huh? He will still have empirical I. Otherwise he won't live, he will die. And nobody will try to become Jnani, will pass away. So let me first enjoy life, later on we'll see Jnani, etc. So he will still live. And it is written here, dhyan dena, empirical I is made to follow the rules of the God. In absolute I there is no rule. Because there is no difference of Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar. Rules are for the doer. Rules are for one who is feeling limited. But absolute I there is no rule for, because in the eyes of absolute I there is no trio of Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar. I hope this point is clear. So Shruti Smriti Mamai, देखो क्या लिखा, Mamai Vagya, this should be in inverted comma. This is from Varaha Puran. Varaha Puran, it is there. Well, this Puran also I don't have heard. Never mind. And the shlok goes like that. Shruti smriti mamai vagye ullanghe naiva karhichit. Agya ullanghi mama dveshi mag bhaktopi hi avaishnava. Well, scriptures are my what is my agya or instruction? My instruction is the scriptures. Ab dhyan dena. All these things need explanation, and that takes away all my time. So, if I say agya, so I am dividing into 3-4 portions. One is called law of dharma, actional laws of God, rule laws of God. Dhyan dena. That as a husband, I have this duty. As a wife, I have this duty. As a teacher, I have this duty. As a disciple, I have this duty. I have brahmachari, I have this duty. As a grahastha, I have this duty. Sister is my duty. And who is the main champion of this? Who is the champion of this? Not law maker. No, champion means who illustrated this? Bhagwan Ram. He is Dharma avatar. Only you ask again, confuse all of a sudden. From which topic to which topic? So this is rules of the rule. So they are the dharma rules are there. You cannot do anything, but I don't feel like doing. I don't feel like marrying, but we will have live-in relationship. Because marriage is a responsibility. Marriage will make me more, I cannot take commitment. Acha? So we will live together, but we will not, I don't want to have children because that is another added responsibility. So I want to enjoy without responsibility. Ab this is Ishwar's Agya. You are flouting the laws. That topic will be different, otherwise I will also tell why Ishwar has given this Agya. Okay, it will be digression, too much of digression. Acha, well, why don't you write an article on all this thing? If anybody asks, I'll tell the answer. So this is actional laws. One is called emotional laws of God. That is also a part of Samanya Dharma. Triti, Kshama, Damo, Asteyam, Shaucham, Indriya, Nigrata, Dhir Vidya, Satyam, Akrodha, Dashamam, Dharma Lakshanam. Dhriti, one should have patience. Kshama. So these are emotional laws of God. Why? This will make your life little easier. ठीक है? Because everything will not happen as per your wish. So when situation is not allowing you to do whatever you want, even if it is right, or your nature is not allowing you, then you need a special component in you of not giving up. That not giving up capacity is called dhriti. Bhagwan's law is that this should have dhriti now. Then third, I'm just moving ahead. Third is called devotional law. Devotional law is that if you surrender to me, then yesterday also this word has come in the evening class. Mai chanan yogena bhakti rabbe vicharani. If you have this devotion of the laws, then Ishwar will take lot of your insecure situations, he'll make secure. It is just like I marry somebody. So even legally, the half property belongs to the wife now. Legally also. If the husband is not there. So the half of the property is of the wife. Oh, yes. So she will not say, coming in the room, may I come in? She can come anytime. She cannot say, now can I borrow the car, please? If you are a neighbor, you say like that. But now somebody else is now all the time concerned about your security. So when devotional law is that when you offer your ahankar to somebody, then it is the responsibility of that on whom you have surrendered to take care of you then. Therefore Arjun was taken care by Bhagwan. This is a devotional law. This is not that easy. If you don't have surrender, then you will be insecure and you will be deprived of the love of God. God has also love. God loves through Guru. God loves through good thought. God loves through mantra. God loves through your right person and situation around you. Lord is not the lover like we love in the world, that somebody comes and he gives something. Lord loves from behind. It is love, when I say drama goes on. So somewhere on the stage you can clearly see that this person is this. But one person is prompting behind the stage. And sometimes you see the movement of that person behind the stage. So Lord's love is like that. He loves through somebody. He loves through a situation. He loves through the teacher. He loves through satsang. He loves through scriptures. Believe, why doesn't he come in front? Because you don't want. You don't want that much. And therefore he doesn't come. Even if it comes, you will say, no, prove yourself that you are Bhagwan. So this is devotional law of the Lord. Ever Bhagwan say, Maye mana tatsva man mana bhav mad bhakta madhyaji mam namaskuru. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa. Or in 12th chapter he will say, Yetu sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya mat parahanan naiva yogena mam dhyayanto pasate. Tesham aham samudharta mrityu samsar sagarat bhavami nacharat parta maya veshat chetsam. Understanding? I understand that. Because 12th chapter I know, especially first 6-7 verses. After that I forget. First 6-7 I can make it. After that I forget. After that I don't recollect. Therefore I was very happy to hear that. So So you got the last point. So one is actional law, second is emotional law, third is devotional law, and fourth is notional law. What is notional law? Notional law is please no world is false and Atma alone is true. Atma Gyan, whole world is meant for knowledge of the self only. Adhyatma Gyan Nityattam Tattva Gyanartha Darshan. This notion is these four laws Bhagwan has said. You remember when I say the word law, I have explained it, but I don't remember. Creating a particular cause for a particular effect so that you can get the karma phal or you can get moksha. This is called law. This is Ishwar's law. Jeev's laws are foolish sometimes. I went to somebody's house, he was mourn. He said, then everything he was doing like this. All dance was going on. All mudra. I said, when you are mourn on Tuesday, why are you calling me on that day? I'll call it some other day. Now, this is called Jeev's laws. Erratic. I have made my rules which is troubling me and others also. Now, batao. He is doing like that. To say that bring a soup, he took 5 minutes. What could be said in 2 minutes or 2 seconds? And everybody was just busy in understanding. A Jeev's foolish laws are there. Understanding, no? But Ishwar's laws are not foolish. They are highly intelligent. So, these four laws, Bhagavan says, those who break this, dhyan dena, emotional law is, if you are attached, you will have sorrow and fear. You will have rebirth. If you have ego, you will be deprived. You are love-starved person. Every egoistic person will be love-starved. Even as a husband, egoistic husband will be starved from his wife. He is not lovable after that. Egoistic wife will be love-starved. Egoistic son will be love-starved. This is the law. Our person will act to love. He will not love really. You will ask, Mami, how are you? But really he is not really from the heart, it is not coming. It is coming only from the mouth. And that person knows also slowly that he is just saying for the sake of saying. You must have experienced this. He will know also that, just you are talking and you really don't mean it. You give me one egoistic person who is loved. Only you are talking about me. No, to whomsoever it may concern. I'm telling the laws. आप देख लो, घर में देख लो. You can see in the house, you can see yourself, you can see neighbor. It is a law. If a person is humble, he will be heavily wanted and loved. The best way to create your demand is to be humble and do seva. You people will be mad after you. This is the law. I'm talking of emotional laws. One disciple went to the Guru. The Guru said, what do you want, Bole? I want the knowledge of the self. He said, why? What you will do for me, supposing what to get? The disciple said, whatever you say, I will do that. Bole, see, it's easier said than done. He said, no, Gurudev, whatever you say, I will do that. I will not say anything. I will not think twice. He said, why you are saying like that? Well, because the words of the Guru are the words of the God, and by the words of the God gives us moksha. This is the law. He told, disciple told. He said, okay, I am trusting you. At that time, the electronic, what is it called, husk machines were not there. The rice, paddy rice was coming, and they used to beat the rice paddy. They take out the rice and straining it, and then it was going to the kitchen. I don't understand it. So he said, ashram, many people bring rice. The rice is along with the husk. So you pound it, and that you give it to the kitchen. Even if you don't attend the classes, it is fine. Because you have so much of rice that you won't have time to attend. Okay, go now. Now this thought went into his mind. So lot of rice and husk was there every day. So morning 5 o'clock is starting. No meditation, nothing. He started that. Because he had to take only lunch was served in the ashram earlier. Breakfast was not there. The lunch was at 10 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock. No breakfast. This breakfast was brought by Britishers actually. This was not in our system. So, he used to pound the rice and give it, and ultimately it was used. Understanding, no? Removing that. But the lunch was over. He was thinking about the dinner. He was preparing. Lot of people were there to eat. You will not believe 12 years passed. Not 1 year, 2 years. 12 years passed by just pounding the rice. And in the night, if he got some time, he used to sit around the teacher. Just nothing else. If all the job was over by 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, he used to sit around the teacher and just smile and seeing the face. Bole, he is the God. Whatever he has said is final for me. I can get anything by. That was his humility. So six more years passed, and the teacher was now. He thought, I will leave the body. He called all the students. And he had a slate, blackboard. He said, please write your experience in 1 line. Everybody wrote, all the students who were regularly attending the classes. He was sitting at one place, one corner like that. So when everybody wrote, he said, why are you sitting? You also write. Because he had not attended any class, so he thought, what shall I write? 18 years is a big time. In one day, if the rice husk is given, he will get irritated. And will think, teacher is foolish. I am coming in the ashram for this menial job. I am meant for Brahma Sutra, Upanishad studies, meditation. I am a high class student. I am not this student that I am this labor also can do this work. We could have thought like that. He said, come and write. Everybody was looking at him by what will he write, because he never attended any class. He has no matter to write. So ultimately he came because it was the order of the teacher. So he came. And he wrote 1 line. He said, what is truth can't be false. What is false cannot be truth. Knowing the truth, false doesn't remain, only truth remains. And this was never taught to him. So they asked, where from you knew all these things? The question is, where you heard all these things? He said, I always took the words of the teacher as a mantra. I never took it as a job. Mantra moolam, dhyan moolam gurur murti. Mantra moolam gurur agya. And because I followed, therefore, this thought automatically comes in my mind. Antaryami gave him the knowledge, in other words. So there is a law. if you are humble, if you are agya, if you can follow the words, then all knowledge will come to you. You will be lovable. If you have tapasya, then only you will be lovable. Because seeing somebody, one should develop compassion. Comes when you think, yaar, bahut kaam karta hai ye to yaar. He works hard a lot. One should be such that one who is ruling in luxuries. The teacher don't think teacher was blind. He used to watch that boy from a distance. And watching that boy, the teacher thought, see, he does all the pounding work. His hand would be paining or his legs, but he never comes to me to complain, So his heart also melted. Tapasvi only the heart melts. If maid also keeps on working, you may feel, see, poor maid, she is working so much. I think we should give her something. So these the laws are there. Their emotional laws are there. Anger will break the family. This is the law. Ego is a breaker. It will break. His emotional laws are there. You will be confident only when you go through some self-chosen pain. Then only confidence increases. If you go through some pains, and you can go through it, pain of, being awake, pain of sitting for a long time, pain of writing the notes, pain of fasting, pain of not being angry, pain of conquering your lust and passion. If you have gone through that pain, then only Atmashwas, then you feel, I think I can do bigger things. If you cannot go, angry person will lose his self-confidence. So these are emotional laws. One is the role laws. This role is there of a teacher, of a disciple, of a father, mother. Bhagwan has said, this is your job description as a father. As a mother, as a child, this is your job description. Don't try to teach the father. Don't try to teach the father. This is not in your role. But I should tell him. You tell him, but don't teach him. Don't become a teacher. That is not in your job description. Emotional loss, role loss, third was devotional loss. When I have burnt all bridges, I have nothing, I have pleased the God through all actions. Ye tu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya mat paraya. All actions you give to the God, not some action. That means you are constantly you are sensitizing the advisor very strongly. Advisor and enjoyer God is your very close friend. Inside. Only I think that God did not like the way I wrote the notes. Although Swamiji gave good, but God will not like it. It was a hush-hush work. I skipped certain point because I myself was not clear. Thank God Swamiji didn't notice. I noticed everything, I have no time to write everything. Sometimes I skip notes only. Notes writing only I skipped. Forget about writing, skipping the point. You refer to your Antaryami. Swami Purushottomananji was there, one of our senior acharyas. He was taking a course, Vedanta course in Bombay. So some student skipped the class. He said, no, I am not saying anything. You ask inside you what happens to you. I am not asking you to come now. But see how much you are at home with yourself by not doing certain things. You are breaking the devotional laws. And then when you will pray, God is not with you. Because already you have not done the devotion, is not there. So God's help will not come. God's love, to get the love of God, you have to give the action for the God. How can you love somebody who has not worked for you? Devotional laws are there. It's not that hanky-panky things. Why didn't Bhagwan help Karna? Karna, when his field was stuck up in the battlefield, at that time Bhagwan is saying to Arjun, please hit him now, kill him. Karna said, see, don't kill me at this time. He said, now you are telling me. When you were insulting the Draupadi, then where your dharma had gone? You already made me upset because of not following the dharma. Then you won't. Then they say, God is partial. Of course, God is partial. Of course, He is partial because to somebody who has followed the dharma. You are partial. 10 people are there, supposing, and one serves you all the time. Other serves you 50%. Third doesn't serve you. Your behavior with all will be different. Nobody can be impartial. This is a devotional law. And last was notional law. Bhagavan says that this knowledge of the self is the biggest knowledge. The whole world is meant to prepare yourself for the knowledge of the self and get liberated. Last night also I had described this point. So Shruti Smriti Mamai Vakhe Ityapi Ishwar Bhashitam. This has been said by Ishwar. See how much they had studied. I hope you are now clear. Don't mess up with God. It'll make your life very difficult. Do everything. How much pain is required? Always think I'll go through anything to win your heart. हरि काटे सिर काटे हरि मिले तो भी जाइए दौड़. Kabir says, if by cutting the head also you can get God, please go and get the head cut. Because after that you will get everything. जो सिर काटे हरि मिले तो भी जाइए दौड़, न जाने कुछ देर में गाहक आवे कौन. You don't know, you will not get another chance for that. Oh, somebody knocked the door like this. We asked, who is there? Outside said, opportunity. Then inside person, and you can't be, because opportunity only knocks once. प्रसन्न करो भगवान को. Don't break all the rules. Rules will break you. You know how? By depriving. By putting lot of limited conditions around you. By creating unconducive situations. Rules, when you say no, the situation is very bad, Swamiji. You are telling situation, you are telling all the actions now. You must have broken the laws of the God. It is He alone who, at all times He is there. As much better to die, while following the law, better to die. Shravan Kumar, by following the law of the dharma of a putri, died. Why to live when Ishwar himself is not with me? Why to live in somebody's house when he himself doesn't like me? I come in your house and you are unhappy. Why to go there? So sometimes, in other center, only Swamiji, come to my center. I said, I don't come to any center. I have no interest. You have to call me, in formal letter you call me. Then you will come. No. Formal also you won't come. You have to follow me after that. So I really feel is it under duress you have called or really you mean? Why? To go there I have to book the flight. Then I have to sit on the airport. Then to go there. Then new food is there. New people are there. I have no such desire to go anywhere. I am happy wherever God has kept me. This shlok took away the whole class. So now Shruti Smriti Mai Bhagi Ityapi Ishwar Bhashitam. Therefore I say class should be 1.5 hours. No. This is enough. You have to go. 10 o'clock. Quarter to 10. Huh? 20 to 10. Already 20 to 10 is there. Okay, I will not extend more. So it's a beautiful subject, so I want it should go inside us and make us a changed person. Even if 1 millimeter change, 0.1 millimeter change is there in my behavior, reaction, in understanding, it's a very big gain. We'll see more tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow is Monday. So we have 2 days. Deepavali doesn't mean class is not there. Nothing to do with class will be there, whether Deepavali is there or not. Whether you come or not, I'll be there. Oh, I thought holiday. No holiday. Diwali holiday. No. Light the lamp of knowledge. That is the true Deepavali in your heart. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Harihi Om.